ambulances. Those are all first responders. Come on up. Go ahead. While they're getting ready, we received a letter from our governor, Governor Rick Scott, to explain the reason that he decided to make a proclamation that January 9th through the 13th was Florida's First Responder Appreciation Week. Many of the responders, I don't know how many of you remember the attack at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando. Many of the responders that went in not knowing what was happening inside that business. And so they went in. Come on over, guys. Come over this right here. Come all the way up here. Nice. First responders put themselves at risk every day and sacrifice their own lives to protect ours. They show remarkable resilience, often confronting dangerous situations, and their sense of civic duty and public service sets a great example for all of us. It is easy to understand why so many of us admire first responders from a young age. And I had an experience, actually, when I was your age. I lived on a creek. It was a rather large creek. And the dam that protected the creek and us from flooding burst in the middle of the night one night. And I think I was in 5th grade, I had to, in the middle of this flood, our cars were being washed away. That's how strong this flood was. And I had a SWAT member who, and that's not students working against tobacco. They were tactical workers, I guess, that came in. One of them carried me out on his back, and I'll never forget him asking me this question. And it's kind of scary, even thinking about it now, but he said, "Can you swim?" And the water's like right here to his chest. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, I can swim, but do not drop me. And I still remember that. And he didn't. He carried me, for me it felt like miles, it probably wasn't, but he carried me on his back out of my home in the middle of the night. We were both soaking wet, my brother, my sister, my family. And so I still remember that to this day, and I'm very thankful for what they did for me in that moment, and what they do for all of us. So throughout the day, I want you to think about and that was a pretty drastic example, but I want you to think about if you have had an experience, a positive experience with a firefighter. Something as simple as rescuing you on the side of the street. I can think about Mrs. Gonzalez in the office, who actually had a baby on the side of the road with a first responder, saving both of them. And so I want you to think about that. And if you have an experience, a positive experience like that, tell your teacher today, and they're going to send you up, and we're going to record you. I know. If I can do it, anybody can do it. We're going to record you. That's what Mrs. Hall is doing right now, recording all of us as we, in just a second, are going to stand up and cheer, and she's going to do a panorama of the entire room. When we're done recording all of this today, we're taking cards, we're taking this banner that is absolutely beautiful. It says, "For all of you who have done, and all of you will do, I know I am safe because of you." We're going to send all of these things, including the video, to our first responders that are right here down at the end of our street, close to West Glades. And so, with that said, I want everybody to stand up. I know. And I want you to cheer. I'm going to count to 3, and I want you to just cheer and clap and thank them for all that they do for us every day. Here we go. 1, 2.